Today I'm going to be dealing with determinant of matrices, of which in this case, let me start by 2 by 2 matrix. And therefore, if I have a matrix in this case of this kind, whereby I have A, B, C, D, and this is matrix A, and I want to determine the determinant of this matrix. So what I do, I know that determinant of A. So to get the determinant of A, I'm going to say, pull this and say this is A, B, C, D. Yes, and then this would be equals to, I'm going to have, this is going to be A times D, close this, minus B times C, close this. So out of that, it would be AD minus BC. You multiply A times D in this, let's like this, and this. Therefore, in this case, we're taking AD as the major diagonal and BC as the minor diagonal. So let's have an actual example when working out. Now, suppose I have an example of this kind and I've been told to determine the determinant of this matrix. So what I do here, I would say that the determinant of this matrix, we're going to have 3, negative 1, 1, 1. So the determinant of this would be equals to, I would have 3 times 1, close this, minus negative 1 times 1. And therefore, this would be equals to, I'm going to have 3 minus negative 1. And therefore, this would be 4 in this case, because here we're having, this would turn into a positive. So this is the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix. Now let's try one more example, that if I have 7, I have 7, 3, 2, 1 out of 4, and this is my matrix, and I want to determine the determinant. So you find the determinant would be, I would have 7, 3, 2, 1 out of 4, and the determinant of this would be equals to, would have, this would be 7 times 1 out of 4 minus 3 times 2, of which in this case this would be equals to, I would have 7 out of 4 minus 6. Therefore this would be equals to, this would be 7 minus 24 all over 6, and this would be equals to 17, but in this case would be negative all over 6. And therefore this is how we work out the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. Now let's try determining the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. So if you find that here, the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, you find that you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And therefore, this would be equals to, so now, considering the first row, in this case, I'm going to choose A. Then after choosing A, now, A is in the first row, and D, G are in the column of A. So what I do is that I cancel out the column of A and the row containing A, and therefore I'm going to remain with E, F, H, I. Now the signs are going to go on alternating, of which I'm going to be explaining in my next video. So you find that here, this is, I'm going to say minus b, the determinant of, now I cancel out the row containing b, and the column of b, and therefore I'm going to remain with d f g I in this case. Now plus I'm going to have, this is going to be c, determinant of. Now I'm going to kill out the row containing c, of which a, b, c is going to be out, and then I'm going to be, and the column of c, which is containing f and I. Therefore I'm going to have d, e, and g, h, and therefore now I work all this. So this would be equals to a into, I'm going to have e I minus h f minus b into di minus g f plus I'm going to have c into dh minus ge, and therefore after working out this, you find that if they're actual figures, you find that I would easily get the determinant here. So let's try to work out an actual example in this case. So now let's try getting the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix. So if I out of that, as previously, we are going to be saying that this is the determinant of this, which we are having 2, 3, negative 4, and 3, negative 1, negative 2. I'm having 4, negative 7, negative 6. This would be equals to, I'm going to have, this is good, we are going to have 2, determinant of, now the remaining matrix of which I'm going to have negative 1, negative 2, negative 7, and negative 6. Now we are going to have minus, I'm having 3, the matrix here, determinant of, we're going to have 3, negative 2, 4, and negative 6. And then plus, in this case, I'm going to have negative 4, determinant of 3, negative 1, 4, and negative 7. So out of that, I'm going to come here and say that this is going to be equals to, I'm going to have 2 into, this is 6, I'm having 6 here, then minus, I'm going to have 14, close this, minus 3 into, I'm going to have here, this is going to be negative 18, negative 18, now plus 8, plus, I'm going to have, this is going to be negative 4 into, this is going to be negative 21, plus, I'm going to have a 4. And therefore, this would be equals to, I'm going to have 2 into negative 8, close this, minus 3 into negative 10, close this, minus 4 into, I'm going to have, this is going to be negative 17. Yes, so having done so, this is going to be negative 16 plus 30 plus, this is going to be around 68. So out of that, this would be equals to, this is 82, and therefore This is the determinant of this matrix. So this is how we determine the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. This is it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.